What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and more Birthright for you here as we look at wrapping up the Brecht section of the campaign or campaign expansion. And with that, we have another one of the two new domain actions. We've previously looked at exploratory trade. Today we're looking at trade chain. That's just another great reason to increase your collection of what you get from Birthright, and really for any setting too. There's always going to be new things added, and this is just a fun one. So having two new domain actions added to the political game of Birthright, if you're doing it that way, is fantastic. It just adds more options for everybody. So trade chain here is a domain action, and then base cost or success rate is actually a 10 up. Base cost 2 RP and 2 GB, so not too expensive, but also not too cheap either. Regents with established trade routes may use the trade chain action to extend their reach across the continent of Cerulia and beyond. To create a trade chain, a regent forges a new trade route originating from the terminus of an existing trade route. This extra link increases the value of the trade route and may increase the distance a trade route can reach. So under normal circumstances, a sea trade route can't extend more than 30 maritime areas. A trade route is limited by the time required to sail between the 2 points. In a trade chain, multiple cities, each 30 or fewer maritime areas away from each other, can be linked in a long, unlimited series of trade links. So, for example, again, we'll use our trusty regent here, Theofold, from the previous domain action, has holdings in the seaport province of Alsrecht in Muiden, Levica in Svinik on the east or on the western coast of the Rurik lands is a city about 30 maritime areas away from Alsrecht and roughly the limit of Theofold's sea trade route. But Theofold wants to trade with the city of Anweer in Avenel on the southern coast of Anweer. He can't reach the city of Anweer with a conventional trade route, but he can create a trade chain. So here's how it works. He forges a sea trading route between Alsrecht, province 6, and Levica, province 4. This nets Theofold 5 gold bars per domain turn. Theofold spends his next domain action building a trade chain from Levica to Anweer. For the cost of 2 RP and 2 GB, he has a chance to link the city of Anweer to his trade route from Alsrecht. To determine the value of any trade chain, calculate the average of all provinces involved in the chain. Then add 1 gold bar for every province beyond the second. In the example above, Theofold linked 3 provinces, Alsrecht 6, Levica 4, and Anweer, city of Anweer 10. The average is 7, right? So do the math there. 1 province is added beyond the second, so the 7 is increased to an 8. Thus, Theofold, who initiated the route, gains 8 gold bars every domain turn. In addition, the guilders who agreed to the trade route collect 1 GB per province beyond the second each domain turn. So it's a healthy little bump in your trade route and a way to extend your reach. And, in other game terms too, you have a little bit more influence in much more distant realms. You can collect some news, rumors, maybe access to other goods, but also, magical items, maybe eventually political alliances, etc., etc. So fun things there. So then, if another province is linked to the 3 already joined at an additional cost there, all 4 province ratings are averaged and then 2 GB are added to the result. Like a simple trade route, the provinces involved in a trade chain must be of different terrain types or belong to different cultures, Brecht and Rurik or Anweeran and Dwarven, for example. The DM may also allow links between provinces separated by great distances, signifying the extreme changes in climate or conditions. Trade chains are vulnerable to conditions in all connected provinces. If one of the trade links is eliminated, for example, the guild holding in Anweer is contested successfully in 2 consecutive actions, they all suffer. The original trade route from the guild regent's home province would survive, but all forward links would dissolve there, so there's a bit of a risk involved there. If the political economic climate could change, and if someone were to be interested in disrupting that, it can all kind of crumble down. So in the case of Theofold's 3-link example, the contesting of Anweer would leave the Alsrecht-Levica route intact, though. Now, if Levica or Alsrecht were contested, however, the entire trade chain would dissolve, right? So if someone were specifically targeting you, and let's say there was that 3-province link, all you really got to do is just target Levica in the middle, and the whole thing will dissolve. So pretty rough there. So But another fun ability to, again, extend your trade influence and gain a little bit more gold bars per turn, especially if you can keep that up and running for a decent amount of time. It's a nice way to increase your trade power and influence and have some recurring money coming back in. So let us know, guys, if you have run any memorable trade chains. What provinces and domains and stuff were you connecting? How'd that go? And were there any other interesting aspects to how that influenced the campaign? And just like with exploratory trade too, it'd be fun to have like a little side adventure where maybe you establishing that for the first time, you take on like a little side quest where maybe some of the crew are like your lieutenants or other notable people, and you just role play that as sort of the first establishing of that trade chain. So fun things there, and again, nice way to give promotions to lower level people if you are like a domain ruler, and they come back and establish this stuff successfully. So fun little things you can do to spice that up. But let us know, guys, in the comments. Like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll have more Birthright for you soon.